you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away.
Yeah.
I want you back. I want you back.
I used to want you back. I used to actually get real sad. All the tears from my eyes, man, they weren't in a state of glad, which is what mine are right now. Yeah, I just seen 3 Teslas in the same driveway. That's weird. They're all white. Anyways, you're off track right there. I gotta skip now that I got off track. Oops. 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 Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta say something about this one. Yeah. Yeah. But what I really heard is that you wanted to look back. You wanted to come through to know if you made a mistake. But dude, I'll tell you right now that it was all my fault. It's me confessing that I was the one that made all of the messes, at least most of them. But just like I said before, and this is for a special someone out there, when they hear this, they'll know exactly what I say. That I might need to come back, but I might need to come back for not the same thing that you think. I might have to come back because part of me is becoming the weakest link. And my chest is starting to sink. And I understand that I'm on the brink of being extinct. And so I gotta do these things and I gotta take my power back. And so even if you tell me to stay back, at least I gotta come back once and tell you, hey, I was the dunce. And I was the one that got you to run. But it's okay. I know what you did was actually to save me because other things were happening. Things from people that wanted to do bad things to me. Because they were jealous that you were so in love with this. And no, I won't find someone else. But I did exactly the thing that I said that I would do, and I'll change the whole world so that you can feel like every choice that you make would be good instead of the lesser of 2 evils. And it's only someone like you that could do those things to someone like me that could actually set my heart so free that when I walked away, I released. And at that time, that moment, that special exact point, I was like, hey, this converging timeline of life and death. I took my life on that night and I couldn't find any respect for anything, not even that love in my chest. But I had to get it out, and I had to get it out like this, and I had to shout. And so I did. And now I'm getting it done. And so as I see you so far on the run, when you come back, it's not that I'll run. It's just that I know that there's a better place and space for you. And no, I won't do what this guy says. I won't find anybody. That's not what I'm about. I'm about love. An unconditional kind that enraptures everybody into this timeline. And I'll shift every single one of you into mine, especially if you're sad and the ones that aren't. Then what I understand about that is that they're selfish. They're stuck in that perpetual state of gladness currently. Because it's not that they need to be sad, but they need to take responsibility for their not doing anything. Not be responsible, but responsibility. It's around you. It's around all of us. And if you look at me with envy, because you think that I have a car and some phones and stuff like that, understand that I'm going to rehome the whole entire world into a zone of wealth and abundance and concordance with loving instead of hate. Instead of a dissipation of the irate state of how could he do these things? It's so wrong. He's singing to other people's songs, but I'm not. In fact, when I walk down the street and I hear these songs, they interject that into me, and I didn't ask for it even once. So right now, this is me giving a message back to all of them out there that put a negative vibration into the world with their words just so they can get some money because it resonates with you feeling dummy and scummy, and resonates with you feeling like you're lonely and you're never gonna find a home in anything, but I tell you right now, you have a home in me, and that's where I find freedom. The ability to express freely is my freedom. So what's yours? Because I'll bring that into if it's in concordant with love. Trigger warning. Yeah. There's actually so much pain inside of me that when I get diagnosed, they're gonna tell me you should take these pills. It's gonna hurt a lot if you don't. And I'll tell them straight up, I don't have it inside me to numb this pain. I gotta come to this world with every single part of this brain. And so don't even act like, well, you're pulling those guts out of me, that I'm not gonna just scream freedom. Because that's what I'll do. And I understand, dude, that, man, if you betray me, then I'm still gonna come back and save you and save we. Because this is for peace. And when it rains, it doesn't pour. When it rains, I find the gain as it stains the back of my brain with things that aren't so insane, like world peace in the next 10 years. as I drive around on the street. Dang, that's a long ways. I feel like either the universe is telling me to do this, or heck no. Yeah. And I see other people's tears out there coming from a state of fear or an anxiety or being repressed in a depression state of mind's eyeing, seeing things only from one side of things, like in the gray zone, or if it's bad enough in the dark, or if it's good enough in the light. Well, let me tell you right now, only the light really needs to shine. All the rest of that could just be left behind. We can float above all of it. We don't even have to rise. This is me giving you my mind's eye and the rest of my life. And for as long as I live, I'm going to have to keep giving. And if it rains, it pours for everyone out there that sits there in that state of I'm bored. And maybe I am in a little bit, but not really. But I tell you, I do miss the fact that I miss being held. So that part of me, I do delve inside that part of me sometime in my mind's eye, and I cry, but it's not out of a state of pain. It's a state of being missing the ability to give love to someone so close, instead of all around the world all at once. The antidote exists for that, and it's probably likely a hug just from some stranger on the street.